This is an update to the whole StudioCanal fuck up that they did. So on the screen it says, and this is what they sent to me in an email, please could you send me the YouTube URL and I will get the copyright strike against your review removed. I can only apologize for any inconvenience caused. We have an automated scanning system that scans across YouTube for copyright infringements and must have accidentally picked up your review. I will endeavor to get this rectified as soon as possible. And below that, there was a list, like 3 options, and I clicked the one that says, here you go, and then I had to go find the damn video. I had to go through YouTube Studio and find it and whatnot, copy the URL, and I clicked it and put it there. And so some might say, well, see, all that raging stuff you was doing, see, all that was for nothing. You was all pissed off, and all I had to do was just wait it out. No. People don't understand. All right, and I teach my daughter this, and I tell anyone this. You shouldn't have fucked up in the first place. That's just that, So when it comes to my daughter, she's 9. So I don't have to say that too much. Actually, it's something that I rarely say because she's experiencing everything still anew. She's still new. So when something happens, I'm like, okay, so, I ask, what happened? How did it go down? What was said? And she's like, I can see she's confused. Sometimes she'll ask why. And I'm like, because in knowing what exactly happened, it allows me to help you. Even if you're in the wrong, I can give you the wisdom so that you wouldn't have to mess up again. And if you were forced to be in the wrong, then I can either help you evade it prematurely or handle it once it's been done. And I'm like, and I know you're young, and I'm going to have to say this many, many times, when I tell her, but once you hit those teenage years, quickly does the excuse of I don't know or I was not told, that goes away. That's teenage years. These people I'm dealing with are grown-ass people. They are working for or in charge of departments of the 3rd world's largest film distributor, okay? These are grown-ass people that know right from wrong. And look, only a fucking idiot would not know the damage YouTube has and is and will cause. Only an idiot wouldn't know that. Everybody is suffering. But let's remove YouTube from this. Let's do that. Remove YouTube from this equation. Now, you make an algorithm, a program that seeks out copyright infringement and whatnot. Why not? Why not, for the sake of decency, as if you had to go through this, set it so that if it finds something, it doesn't trigger shit. It simply lets you know this is something we found. So you, the human that can make decisions based better on yes or no to oh wait, there's some nuance. So you go through and say, okay, we got a spike on this one. Let's check it out. They're not using any material. It's just to talk. So you know what? No, push that aside. A program ain't gonna be able to do that. The program would have to know every scene and every word matched with that voice for that movie. And then say, okay, none of this is in this whole video. It's just an audio, and none of the audio matches what's in any part of the video. So, we're not going to give it a strike. That is, I'll be honest with you, while that technology is currently in development for the wrong reasons, basically facial recognition and voice pattern so police can find you, they need to take that crap out. Make your programs as if it's going to fuck with you. That's what you do. You're grown-ass people. And someone said, well, stop insulting, stop shaming. No, I will not. It's bad enough, this capitalist world. It ain't the United States. It's the whole planet. I don't think there's actual downright 100% communism anywhere. It's just pro-capitalism. Every country is doing it. Every country is straight up pro-capitalist. It's the citizens that are in the communistic or socialist ways. And sad to say, people in the United States, you don't fucking know what either one of them is. So much so that if I get the definition, I get the example, and I'm accurate, it won't take long for that to be wrong anyway. And that pisses me off. But I digress. These people, StudioCanal, they need better. Do better. It's not hard. What's the point of having all that money and all this notoriety if you can't put the human element in the search algorithms? You know how many people they probably got these strikes on? YouTube takes their shit away. That kills any monetization that they have. That puts a strike on them, so then they're all like, oh shit, because I got 2 more. And once you put a strike on the video, that ain't got shit to do with anything that the strike is about. You know what that generates? Fear. And that fear turns into, man, I don't know about this. Then you don't want to do another one. You're like, I got to find something else. And you know what? That's what we need to do. Sidra sent me a link, and it's been some, I could have looked at it yesterday, and I didn't. And then she looked at it and was like, I don't know about all these. They don't seem to do the thing that we're looking for. And that's trying to find an alternate to YouTube, to find something else. Because this is bullshit. All right? When you need to have empathy. People without empathy, they fuck things up for everybody else. And you know what? Sometimes themselves. When you fuck somebody over because you don't have any empathy going into any endeavor, and you fuck up, and someone gets pissed the fuck off with you, and they might try to hurt you physically, mentally, or financially, blame yourself. Now, granted, yes, that person has absolute right control over themselves and their actions and their words, and they can choose to do many other things other than what they might, say do. They got autonomy over themselves, but you know what? People don't learn until they get fucked up. A business won't change until they get fucked up. A person won't change their dumbass troll ways online. You be a troll online, you're going to be an asshole. If that motherfucker come and find you and beat the dog shit out of you, you're going to stop. I would hope. If you had some empathy and you were a sociopath, you wouldn't have been a troll in the first place. It's that simple. It's like, just like the thing I did on Trump. And then, I'm going to call him out. Nick DeFonte says, California deserves to burn. And if somebody from California read that, found your dumb ass, all the way in the state of New York, wherever the fuck you are there, don't really want your address, don't give a shit. But they found you and whooped the fuck out of you, you think they did you wrong. And the one beating the shit out of you could have been somebody that lost a family member or all that they ever had in the fire that Trump could have put out. But your lack of empathy triggered them to that level. They say, fuck this dude got to get taught a lesson. Have some fucking empathy, people. Have it. Just, what the fuck? No, I can't not be upset about this shit because this is stupid. I shouldn't have to go through all these hoops and hurdles. I shouldn't have to be intimidated by YouTube. I shouldn't have to be intimidated by them, the StudioCanal, whether it was direct or indirect. I shouldn't have to feel like my back is against the wall because your asses don't want to do the job properly. You just want to put some cheap copy and paste algorithmic shit up there and then have your computer search for a title and then just say, you know what, that's a strike. You violated us. That movie barely got any goddamn money past what it cost. It got $15 million over what it cost to make. Yeah, if anything, just to punish the fucking algorithm or whoever the fuck copied it or made it for you. You got way too much money, too much notoriety to not fix the shit you got. It's that simple. People listen to this. We work where? We work retail or whatnot. YouTube. You know what people expect from us on YouTube? You know what they expect in the grocery store? The mechanic place? A secretary or anything thereof? You know what people expect? Results. That's what they expect. results. And when you don't give results or you fuck up, you get fired. That ruins everything. You can't pay your bills. You can't feed yourself. You can't feed your family. You can't take care of yourself or your friends or your pets. You are absolutely fucked. Then if push comes to shove, because the jobs are still leaving and YouTube has killed this job market, what you got to do? Government assistance. And you know what that can opens? A worm of goddamn, you're just ripping off the government. You're a freeloader. You're worthless. You're pointless. They shame you into the very thing. Oh my God. I'll be honest, yeah, I'm raging. I'm ranting. I'm raving. I'm pissed because it's bullshit. It's a trickle down effect of bullshit. And you have to suffer because of error, whether it was intentional or not. And you know what? I've been on the job. I used to work in Food Lion. You know what got me fired? Some shit said about me on a day I didn't even work. That's it. I worked Friday afternoons, Saturdays and Sundays. And I was told that I did shit on Wednesday. I mean, you want to get rid of somebody? Have the balls to go up to them and say, hey, man, we don't want you here no more because reasons. And then I can sue your ass properly. But instead they take a coward's way out. And that's what this is, a coward's way out. And the coward's way out they did in Food Lion was, we're not going to put your name on, you have to work this weekend. We're not going to do that. And I was really stubborn because I'm like, I don't want them to win. So for 2.5 months, I kept checking. And ultimately, I just stopped showing up. So that was the most cowardly way to fire somebody. And I'm sure, I am dead sure, simply because I went through it, many others went through it. Maybe you all have gone through it. Maybe you noticed it. Maybe you haven't. But this StudioCanal, the way they did this, that's the coward's way. You know, make sure when your shit checks something, it don't just give it a strike and fuck up somebody's world. People make a living off YouTube. Some struggle, some aren't. And you get one video on a strike, and that's it. You done put them in the red. They can't do shit. You ruined them. And if you and others are putting them through strikes, maybe for the same video because you got different branches that's doing it, you done gave them 3 strikes on one video. I know. I got 5 on one from a former wrestling channel. 5 per one video. And it happened on at least 6 videos. I'm just saying, 30 strikes that quick ain't. Whew. It's YouTube and these feckless, unempathetic motherfucking people out here is. Now look, I appreciate they even got to me. I do. But I'd appreciate it a whole lot more if I never had to go through this shit. If no one ever had to go through this shit. That's what I'm saying. This needs to stop, and I wish I knew how to make it stop other than to just absolutely go in and somehow financially ruin their shit. What movies that they produce, what movies do they distribute, make sure you don't buy them. Make sure you don't go see them. That's the only way it can work. And then if you put up somewhere, yeah, StudioCanal, they got an algorithm that fucks people over. Or you just boycott movies and only go, pirate them for free and be like, we'll start watching movies when you stop doing these copyright strikes and ruining people's lives. You hit them pockets, you get them brains percolating. That's really it. They ain't gonna think about it if they ain't losing money. That's just how that go. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit out there. I don't know exactly what to do, but it sucks. And if StudioCanal or whoever it is that's part of this sees or hears this or whatnot, you know what? Take the advice instead of all the insults, because you know what? What y'all did, fuck you. But you're owning up to it. Thank you. So as Jim Cornette would say, and I'm getting up out of here with this, thank you, fuck you, bye.